Hello, everyone. This is Coach Cohen here with Jennaro Percodani. He's a really good New Jersey football player, and he's a 2026 grad, and he's led his team in tackles. He had 71 tackles this past year, second team all division, and definitely one of the more competitive divisions in the Shore Conference, and a 3.36, 3.7 GPA. So he's been on the honor roll for the past 3 semesters. But great kid, willing to give back. He helps with the 10U AYF team. Last season, he's a volunteer at a nursing home. We're talking about a high class young man. And hey, Jennaro, thank you very much for being here today. We want to talk about you a little bit in a little bit. I'll also give some insight as a former college coach of some of the things that I like about your football film, because you're a very good player. So what inspires you to play football and even to play lacrosse as well?
So growing up, my brother, he was always playing sports. He was older than me. And just watching him play and with his teammates just made me want to go out there and play also. And then after I started playing, I just started to fall in love with it all.
Okay. Let me ask, what do you love about football?
Honestly, just my teammates, the bonds we have outside of football, during the games, everything. We just always there for each other. That feeling after, you make a big play, something like that, you make a big play, you're all around each other, in each other's faces, yelling, slapping helmets. You really can't compare it to anything else.
I agree. There's nothing like football and the camaraderie that you have. Yeah, as a former college coach and now running a business, I always ask the student athletes, do you like or do you love football? I think all coaches should ask that question, because if they don't love it, then they really might not like college. But if they love it, they'll like college probably even more. So
Yeah.
that's great to hear. So if you had one thing that you'd want college football coaches to know about you, um, that makes you stand out, please start with that.
Probably the fact that, no matter what, I'll always go out there and give it 100%.
Is that something that you would say has been driven by yourself, by your coaches, or by both?
I think definitely by both. Coming into my sophomore year, I was behind two very good players in Matt Cassidy and Anthony Tropiano, and seeing them go on the field and I'd sit there and watch, it really motivated me to become even better for my junior year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, no matter how much the coach wants to yell or push you to play hard, you got to actually do it on your own. And just to lead into that quickly, I did watch your film, and I was a defensive coach my entire 22 years of coaching at the collegiate level. I was a linebacker coach most of my career, but at the Division 1, 2, and 3 levels. And you play hard, you play explosive, so you have some good short range quickness and power, and you're definitely willing to throw your body around. And he's definitely willing to play hard, whistle to the whistle blows. So as a former college coach, I tell you, Jennaro is a great young man that you really need to be looking at. High academic schools should be extremely excited with the skill set you have on the field, with your desire, with your character, and then obviously your grades. So I can't say enough. And I don't just say that. I've watched his film. What has been your favorite moment, either this past season or any time in your football career, that you'd like to share with us?
So this season we played Middletown South at Middletown South, and it was a very low scoring game. Final score was 0-3. And coming into that game, we were very heavy underdogs, and we came out to win 3-0. And the whole game, it was just a battle. The entire game, we didn't score until about 3 minutes left with a field goal, and then we were on defense for the end of the game. It was a great moment, and it was my favorite because it was just all our hard work put together got us the win.
Makes sense. And being a guy that's recruited New Jersey, I know the strength of the Middletown South program over the years. They've always been good. The next question, I want you to pretend that I am still a college football coach, and the question would be, why should I recruit you? What can you bring to the table for a college football program?
I feel like if I was to go to your college, if you were a coach right now, I would definitely be able to have a leadership role in your program. Even if I'm coming in as a freshman, it's still leadership. You could be a leader at whatever grade you're in. And I also feel like I'd give you all 100% effort and go out there every day and hopefully work my way into the lineup, make some big plays for you.
I can definitely see that. You seem like a very impressive young man, high character, and as a former college coach, that was always extremely important to me, along with being a very good player and being a very good student. So I think you really check a lot of boxes for a college coach, and college coaches out there listening to this should be reaching out to you and getting to know more about you and trying to get you to come to their school. Question: what would your high school coaches and your teammates say about you and what you have done to help your high school football program improve?
I definitely think that my coaches would look at me and tell other people that I was definitely a leader and I definitely went out there every day, had very intense practices. We went after it and even not even being in reps, I was still able to help coach up other players like younger sophomores, freshmen, and make them better players because being a linebacker, reading your keys isn't the easiest thing to get into.
I I can see that, and I can tell that you'd be a guy that would lead by example, that would be a strong mentor, and your intensity would be followed by your teammates. And I see you continuing to do that as you get into the college level for sure. I just want to make it clear that everyone understands that you got a young man here that has good skills, that's really bright, but he's mature, he's focused, and I think he's going to be a very good collegiate player, and he's going to be a starter. He's a high character young man that's going to make your program better just by being on the team and making everyone around him better. And I do think that's important. So we appreciate that you're here today, and excited to hear about even more great schools interested in you and giving you the chance to compete for them. So thank you very much, and we wish you good luck.